Welcome to the 4th Annual Juliette Low Leadership Society's Pearls and Swirls for the Girls fundraising event. I am Amy Elliott. I'm the event chair for this year's fundraiser. We are thrilled that you've joined us tonight. This year's honorary chair is Suzanne McFarland. Suzanne started in Girl Scouts as a freshman in high school. She has been a lifelong volunteer and she was instrumental in bringing Girl Scouts to Ada in the late 1960s. I can think of no better example of the Girl Scout mission than Suzanne McFarland. Ada's Juliette Low Leadership Society was founded in 2012 to commemorate the Girl Scouts 100th anniversary. Money raised from this event supports local Girl Scouting, and funds are used in areas such as the summer day camp. Close to 60 girls participated last summer. They also do drug education program with a partnership with the Pontotoc County Drug Free Coalition. They have a program called Live Healthy, Lead Healthy initiative, which focuses on exercise, diet, and self-image. One of my favorites is the Powered Up anti-bullying training, which teaches girls both how to recognize bullying and how it's not okay to just be a bystander. Funds support the annual Gold Award ceremony, which recognizes girls who achieve the highest honor in Girl Scouting. It also focuses on our STEM program. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, which is central to preparing our girls for the modern global economy. Funds also support travel scholarships in both the USA and abroad. In summer 2013, 18 girls traveled to Europe on a trip that included Italy, the United Kingdom, and France. Last summer, 20 girls traveled to California on a 10-day adventure. This year, Girl Scouts will travel to Costa Rica. Tonight's event features a Pearl Cell, displays of vintage uniforms and posters of local Girl Scouting activities, hors d'oeuvres, wine tasting, and a wine pool. Entertainment is provided by local all-girl band, the Lazy Susans. Thank you again for being here, and thank you for supporting our local girls.
Hi, I'm Suzanne McFarland, and I've been a member of Girl Scouts for about half of the time there's even been Girl Scouts in the United States of America. Girl Scouts actually started in 1912 in America. It was founded by a lady named Juliette Gordon Low. The reason that she decided to start the organization was that she was a friend of Lord Baden-Powell and his sister Lady Baden-Powell in England. She went over to visit them and learned about Girl Guides in England and the Boy Scout movement, and thought that it was something that needed to happen in the United States. So when she returned to her home in Savannah, Georgia, she sold her pearls and started a group of 18 girls in an organization to make them better citizens and teach them some homemaking skills and just teach them some better ways of life. I joined Girl Scouts in 1955 when I was a freshman in high school. I lived in a small town in Kansas, and we did not have Girl Scouts there before 1955. The wife of the Boy Scout leader there in Burlingame thought that the girls needed to have the same events and adventures that the boys did, so she got the Girl Scouts started there. Fast forward to 1966, and I moved to Ada with my husband, and again we found that there were no Girl Scouts here in Ada. That was the same time the water lab was opened here in Ada, and there were a lot of new families who the women in the families had been Girl Scouts. So we started the organization in the about 1969 or 1970. A lady from Bing, who was a school teacher out in the Bing school system, named Jan Hudson, was instrumental in getting the program started at the Bing schools. And then some of my friends and I managed to get some troops formed here in Ada at that time. Some of the things that I did back in the 50s and 60s were mostly camping and some arts and crafts, and we learned some first aid, some things like that. I was privileged to get to attend the very first National Girl Scout Roundup in Pontiac, Michigan, when I was only 14 years old. That was in 1956. I That was a exciting but a very scary experience for me, because we got on a train in Kansas City, Missouri, and we changed trains in the middle of the night in Chicago. And there were just 8 of us girls. The oldest one was 16, and there were no adults accompanying us. And that was pretty scary to be in Chicago in the middle of the night. When we had Girl Scouts here in Ada, again, most of the activities were based around camping, arts and crafts, some field trips, and some intertroop events and social activities such as Thinking Day. We also participated with troops from the other towns in our council. We belong to one of the smallest councils in the United States called TIAC Council, and our summer camp had to be held at Robbers Cave State Park because our council was too small to own camping property. We then finally, about 5 or 6 years ago, merged with 2 other councils in eastern Oklahoma. One is from Tulsa and the other from Bartlesville. And the 3 councils merged together to form Girl Scouts of Eastern Oklahoma. One program that they have in the metropolitan areas that we're talking about getting started around here is called the Girls Beyond Bars. And that program, the daughters of incarcerated women will form a special troop in which they will learn some coping skills and life skills. At the same time, their moms are receiving some special training and are learning some parenting skills. And then periodically, the girls and their mothers get to meet and spend an afternoon together. And this is a very meaningful time for both the girls and their moms. And then when they are finally reunited, they'll have some skills to make their life a little bit easier.
I support Girl Scouting because it is a great way to invest in young women of today for our future. As the mother of a son, Girl Scouting is new to me and to our life, but it also is important because it's raising young women to be the kind of women that I want my son to be with and work with and be encouraged by as a young man. So I support Girl Scouting not because I was a Girl Scout or because of all the benefits I get, but because the benefit I see coming to the future generations and to the society that is to come. We all know Girl Scouts by the cookies that they sell each year, but Girl Scouts is a lot more than cookie sales. It is an organization to really inspire and motivate and educate young women for the opportunities that are ahead of them. It teaches them life skills, leadership skills, educational skills, and vocational skills that are going to be useful to them throughout their life.
I really enjoy working with Girl Scouts, probably more so than a lot of other youth organizations I've worked with over the years, because unlike some of the other organizations, Girl Scouts doesn't encourage so much competition with other girls. It encourages a girl to compete with herself, to see how much she can learn and how much she can accomplish. And I really like the way that Girl Scouts encourages the girls to get involved in their community and do service to other people.
What I really like about Girl Scouts is doing the experiments in Girl Scout camp and selling cookies. I like it whenever we go to the nursing homes because we get to sing to them and do makeovers on their nails. And my favorite part about being a Girl Scout is meeting new people.
I believe in the mission statement, which is Girl Scouts create girls with confidence, courage, and character to make the world a better place to live. That's about as fulfilling a mission statement as you can get. On a more selfish level, I'm a Girl Scout for the fun and the fellowship that I have experienced as a leader, as a member of a troop, as a girl, just all my life. And I look forward to many more years of that.